Hello, you're watching One TV News in English at 5. I'm Yannis Moutsios. Today's top stories. Greek woman accused of killing her hospitalized 9-year-old daughter held in pre-trial prison custody late Monday. Ukrainian authorities say Borodianka town will be the worst hit by the Russian invasion in the Kiev region. Greece's public and private sector unions SADEDI and ESE launched a nationwide 24 general strike on Wednesday. Firefighters continue battling a major wildfire in Peloponnese as some experts investigate cause of fire. Ukrainian authorities have said the town of Borodianka will be the worst hit by the Russian invasion in the Kiev region following Russian revelations about mass killings in the city of Bucha in the outskirts of Ukraine's capital. Prosecutor General Irina Verediknova said the number of civilian victims was likely to be higher than Bucha, where reports of civilian killings have prompted a global outcry. Borodianka lies about 50 kilometers northwest of the capital Kiev and around 23 kilometers west of Bucha. In a national televised address, Zelensky said he believed at least 300 civilians had been murdered in Bucha alone. And this is only one town, one of many Ukrainian communities which the Russian forces managed to capture, he said. Now, there is information that in Borodianka and some other liberated Ukrainian towns, the number of casualties of the occupiers may be even much higher. Zelensky, on a televised message, said that the possibility of a meeting with Russia's President Vladimir Putin is slim and that Ukraine will search for possible war criminals and prosecutors in other countries will deal with them. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi spoke with the Ukrainian counterpart Dmitry Kuleba in a phone call on Monday, Reuters report, with Beijing again calling on talks to end the conflict in Ukraine. The call, which Beijing said was made at Ukraine's request, was the first reported high-level conversation between the countries since 1st of March, when Kuleba asked Beijing to use its ties with Moscow to stop Russia's invasion, the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry said at the time. Wars end eventually. The key is how to reflect on the pain to maintain lasting security in Europe and establish a balanced, effective and sustainable European security mechanism, Wang said, according to the ministry. China stands ready to play a constructive role in this regard in an objective position, China Ministry of Foreign Affairs concluded. Coming up next, Greece pays off the final installments of bailout loans owed to the International Monetary Fund earlier than expected, the Finance Ministry said on Monday. A Greek woman accused of killing her hospitalized 9-year-old daughter was ordered held in pre-trial prison custody late Monday. 33-year-old woman has been taken to Korydallos prison early morning on Tuesday, where she will be held in a special wing for security reasons. For the first 48 hours, she will be kept in solitary isolation so that COVID tests can take place, and shortly after, she will be moved to the 6th wing of the prison compound in a specially transformed cell for women who have allegedly committed atrocious crimes. She will be spending yard time on her own. On Monday night, following the completion of her questioning, both Attorney General and Magistrate concluded that she had to be temporarily held in prison, charged with the murder of her 9-year-old daughter Georgina. The defendant denied all charges, saying that she had never attempted or provoked the death of her child. Rula Pispirigou said that no mother can harm her own child. Defendant spoke about random clues, and there are no solid proof about the charges posed upon her. 33-year-old woman said the claim that she induced the ketamine to her daughter was baseless, since this particular substance is not available in pharmacies and can only be found and used exclusively by state officials under strict conditions in 2 special cases, out of which one in child surgery clinics. Therefore, it is apparent that the children's hospitals where Georgina was hospitalized, ketamine is and was available at the date of Georgina's death. Rula Pispirigou also claimed that under this condition, it is highly possible ketamine to have been induced to Georgina due to a medical mistake under the pressure of the situation. Investigation continues at multiple levels, including the deaths of the 2 other daughters, the exhumation of the 9-year-old child, and a former landlord. Greek Foreign Affairs Minister Nikos Dendias will host a trilateral meeting today with his Cypriot and Israeli counterparts in Athens. In addition, Dendias will meet the U.S. Under-Secretary of State Victoria Nuland. Prior to the trilateral meeting, Greek Minister of Foreign Affairs will hold separate meetings with his Cypriot counterpart Ioannis Kassoulidis, followed by a meeting with Israel's Foreign Affairs Minister Yair Lapid. This trilateral meeting is a follow-up to the one held in Jerusalem in August 2021. Nikos Dendias and Victoria Nuland are expected to meet at 6 o'clock today to discuss the war in Ukraine, the bilateral strategic relationship between the US and Greece, and the East Mediterranean developments. Coming up next, firefighters continue battling a major wildfire in Peloponnese as experts investigate cause of fire. Greece's public and private sector unions, under the NDSA, will launch a nationwide 24-hour general strike on Wednesday, April 6, to protest the price hikes and the stagnation of wages. The general strike that is expecting to paralyze the country is the second in 3 years. The main demand of the unions are wage increases and protection measures from the wave of unprecedented hikes sweeping the meager incomes of the vast majority of both private and public sector workers. The strike of YSA and ADADI is announced in a period of negotiations for the increase of the minimum wage, with employers hardening their stance and, citing the crisis, exclude the possibility of an agreement in a percentage that will exceed 4%. The government, which will ultimately decide on the increase in the minimum wage next month, has pledged through the Prime Minister for a brave increase. Protest rallies in downtown Athens and other cities are scheduled to start at 11 o'clock Wednesday morning. Firefighters continue battling wildfire that broke out on Monday in the wild forest of the Peloponnese village Livadaki in the municipality of Andritsana Krestena. During the night, firefighters attempted to cordon the fire that threatened to burn the village of Livadaki. Local authorities ordered the evacuation of the area as a precaution. Firefighters equipped with more fire engines joined the local firefighters early Tuesday morning, whereas arson investigation specialists arrived at the location. Coming up next, Civil Aviation Authority extends current COVID measures till Monday, April 11, 2022 for international travelers. Greece has paid off the final installments of bailout loans owed to the International Monetary Fund earlier than expected, the Finance Ministry said on Monday. Greece received 3 international bailouts from the Eurozone and the IMF worth €280 billion since 2010. It emerged from its latest bailout in 2018 and was relied on the debt markets to cover its borrowing needs since. After previous early repayments to the IMF, Greece owed €1.9 billion in loans due by 2024, the last batch of a total of €28 billion the fund provided between 2010 and 2014. Greek Finance Minister Christos Laikouras said that early repayment of the IMF allows Athens to reduce its debt servicing costs because IMF loans are more expensive than its debt to European Union institutions. By paying off the IMF early, Greece is saving €230 million. Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis on Tuesday hailed Greece's early repayment of the last installment of its bailout loans as the end of an era. It is a move that marks the end of a bleak chapter that opened in March 2010, Mitsotakis tweeted. Greece's Civil Aviation Authority, EPA, has extended the current air directive for international travelers, citing reasons of limiting the spread of the coronavirus. According to the new directive, issued on Sunday, the current measures will be extended until Monday, April 11, 2022. The extension includes measures such as the requirement of COVID test upon arrival or not, depending on the departure country and the European digital certificates. This is all from us for now. Next news update in Greek at 6 o'clock. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.